Hello, Wonderhussy here, out in the middle of nowhere again. This is part of my 3-day Ely area road trip where I forgot to bring my clothes bag, so I'm wearing the same outfit the whole trip. But it's chilly up here where I am, so I had to cover up with this jacket. I'm at kind of like a summit, I guess. I don't know, I'm going to check out some mill. I think it's a mill. I don't know anything about it, but my friends here do. These are my friends, Andrea and Steve. They just started their own YouTube channel. Okay, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Pin in the Atlas.
Pin in the Atlas. And what's that all about?
It's about us exploring, living out of our Toyota Tacoma.
Oh, look at that. You guys live out of your Tacoma. That's awesome.
Yep, we quit everything in California last September and hit life on the road.
Wow. You guys are doing what everyone secretly dreams of doing. And I'll be talking to them much more about that later. But for now, we're going to go drive to this, what's the name of this place we're going?
Belmont Mill.
Belmont Mill, not to be confused with Belmont Ghost Town, which is farther down towards Tonopah. Does it have anything to do with Belmont Town?
No, nothing whatsoever.
Totally unrelated, but there's supposed to be a bunch of really cool ruins here, right?
Yeah, there's a mill, there's a load of mining equipment.
All right.
And houses.
Okay, well what's your little line that you use?
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Man, they are such a fun couple. I'm really glad I met up with them. We've been emailing back and forth for quite a while when they were thinking about making the move to van life, truck life. But yeah, I never met them in person until today. And we just hit it off. You know how sometimes you meet people that you know you're just going to get along with immediately? Well, that's what happened. Anyway, I'm looking forward to exploring this Belmont Mill. I've actually heard about it from a few other people. It's supposed to be pretty cool. Okay, wow. That is, without question, one of the most impressive mills I've ever seen. For it to be fairly intact, pretty impressive. We'll see if there's any machinery left in it. I have a feeling there might be. And then looks like there's a number of old houses here. And what's most interesting of all, especially if you happen to be a mine buff, if you look way up on the ridgeline there, you can see an old tramway. And Andrea was saying that she read on a blog somewhere that there might still actually be an ore cart with ore in it hanging from that tramway. So our plan is we're going to explore around these buildings here first, and then we're going to hike up or drive up top and see what we can find up there. Okay, Steve and Andrea are wiring up their microphones. While they're doing that, I'm going to go start investigating this mysterious old ghost town. Now, as usual, I didn't have time or cell signal to do really any research into this place. I know it's called Belmont, but Andrea told me they discovered silver here back in the 1860s. I think that mill, or no, the town was founded in 1900, and then that mill was built in like 1925, presumably to mill or process the silver. So basically what we've done is we came in through the door here, and we're in this front room. It looks like there was a shower in here. Oh, maybe this was like the bathroom where they took showers after they finished working in the mill. That looks like that was definitely a bathroom. And then over to the left when we came in, just a storage room, I guess. There is electrical outlets in here, so this couldn't have been that old. I don't know if this mill was built in 25. I guess it would have had electricity. 1925. Oh, look here. Here's another little house. Or office building, whatever these were. I mean, they're so cute. I'd like to think that these were cozy little miners' homes. But the reality is I think these were probably all work buildings. Okay, well, let's head on up to the big enchilada. The mill. Okay, coming up on the mill. First we come to this wooden framework. Oh, you know what it was? This was one of those, I don't know what the term is, but like an agitator or a stirrer, because you can see there was like a circular basin below it, and I'll bet you anything that central pole had like long blades attached to it coming out from the center, and so that wheel at the top turned this kind of like a big old cake batter mixer. What do you call that? Like a mixing bowl? I'll bet you anything that's what that was. Far out. I bet that thing made an unholy racket when it was operating. Oh, wow, look, a section of rail line. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just sitting here. Wow, look in here. Wow, look how cool that old Texaco barrel is. Wow, this is unreal. Look up this ladder. Oh, heck. Seems solid. I feel like I ought to climb up. Not sure what this thing was turning. But what's interesting is there's still all this fresh grease on some of the parts. Pretty gnarly. Basically, there's this long, like, shaft with a wheel at that end and a bigger wheel over at that end. I don't know. Probably wasn't really necessary to climb that ladder, but you know me. If there's a ladder, I want to climb it. Okay, now let's go inside the big mill. Okay, I guess this is essentially kind of like a side door into that really big building we saw. So let's go on in. Just walk right in along the railroad tracks here. Little narrow gauge railroad. Oh, it must have been coming out from the mine, wherever that is. Holy cannoli, look at this. This is unreal in here. Look at the floor, these boards. Wow. This is a huge room with massive timbers on the ceiling. And then some kind of machinery back where we came in. Oh, wow, look, there's this interesting sign. Property of the United States. All persons are prohibited under penalty of law from committing damage. I've actually never seen that particular sign. I mean, I guess they have to put that here because theoretically there's people who would come up and steal this kind of stuff to either put in their front yard or maybe even recycle for scrap metal. You know, it's probably kind of valuable. You know, I mean, I have no idea what this thing was, but it is a lot of metal. So, oh wow, look in there. What do you suppose that thing did? I feel like, let's climb up that staircase there, because then we'll get an overview. We can see down better. Oh wow, yeah, the second floor is in pretty good shape too. I mean, the boards are warped, but they're solid. God, I know nothing about the silver milling process, so I couldn't tell you what any of this stuff is. I just like looking at it. It looks cool. I just love being in old buildings like this. Like the creaking sounds, the old weathered wood, all the different colors of rust, decay. How do we get up to that next level? God, it's just like being inside a giant game of mousetrap. If you ever played mousetrap when you were a kid. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a safe way I can climb up to that next level there, because I wanted to take a look at whatever's going on in that wooden box. But I also noticed down here, look at this. There's still a pulley on here. Oh man, look at that, still grease on the wheel. Look at this thing. Huh? Still somewhat supple. Wow, this place just goes on and on. Let me tell you something. If you're into old mines or mills, you gotta come check this place out. This is one of the best I've seen. Okay, so we just came out there, came up the hillside here. I noticed these stamps on the corrugated tin walls. USSP San Francisco. What does that stand for? United something steel production? United States steel production? Just a guess. I mean, look at this. This piece of wood looks new. Like, so this place has actually been shored up. Interesting. I guess there's some preservationists who are, taking care of this stuff. But holy cow, look at this. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh God, I don't know the terminology, so everybody just go ahead and laugh at me. But this giant wooden bin, I guess, on a huge chain, and it's full of ore. Maybe that's the thing they were talking about. It's not technically an ore cart, I wouldn't call it, but man, that is wild. Oh, I see. The tram comes into that top level there. We got to get into these other levels of this building, and there is a staircase. Doesn't look like the safest staircase in the world, but I feel like we could probably make it up there. What do you say? You aren't scared, are ya? Whew, made it, but barely. I can actually kind of feel this staircase moving, so I'm gonna have to be real careful. It's a good thing I only weigh 100 pounds. This is very interesting. I was gonna guess it was a chimney at first. I thought it was brick from a distance, but no, it's wood. It's this weird wooden column with a giant bird's nest up top. And it just goes down, 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 down. I don't know what purpose that would have served. And you can see inside of there, it's like it was hollow. Alright, I'm gonna go back down the stairs and I feel like there was a level we missed. Like where that weird wooden box was. I kind of wanted to peek in there. I don't know how to get to that level though. It's kind of like a puzzle. It's like being in the game Mousetrap, like I said earlier. Just gotta figure out how to get there without killing myself. Okay, made it back down the sketchy staircase. Let me try going around this side. Yikes. Oh my gosh, there really was no easy way to climb up to this weird wooden box thing that I wanted to check out, but I figured out a way. I just have to be real careful I don't tear my pants because, well, it's the only pair of pants I have on this whole trip. Okay, but I made it, look. And the reason I wanted to check this out is I thought the construction was very interesting. You know what I mean? Like it's all these 2x4s built in like a funnel shape. I don't know why they didn't just make it out of metal. Wouldn't that have been easier? Must have been some reason. They've dumped something down there into here. And it looks like there was another like agitator type thing there. And then whatever came down through here, I guess dumped out the bottom there into, well, there's nothing below. I don't know. Huh. I guess it probably wasn't worth scrambling all the way up here for, but I don't know. My dad was a woodworker, so I appreciate this kind of fine woodworking. And my friend Sammy, also a woodworker. And when I see stuff like that, I don't know, I just think it's kind of neat. All right, I gotta figure out how to get back down out of here. Very dangerous. I don't recommend this. Don't do this at home. Yikes. Made it. Couldn't do that wearing yoga pants. But here we come to a little car graveyard. Something fun for the car, guys. We have 3 busted cars here, and let's try to figure out what they were. Okay, Bob, car number 1 is laying on its hood. It's got a really interesting piece of chrome trim on the door. To me, that looks like it's a 70s. It's pretty long. It's like a Malaise era, they call them. 70s era car. Let's peek inside if we can. If there's anything left. Doesn't look like there is, unfortunately. Oh man. This was the front end. Oh brother. Oh wait, look, Oldsmobile. You can see it. Barely make it out there. Alright, so my guess on this is some kind of 70s Oldsmobile. Maybe even 60s. I mean, the steering wheel and the radio looked really old. Oh, here's the back. Yeah, you know what? It almost looks like it had fins or something on the back. Maybe that was older. Maybe this is like a 60s Oldsmobile. Well, leave your answer in the comments below. Oh, look what we have here. Oh, it's the trunk. Starfire. Look at that. Is that a car? An Oldsmobile Starfire? Okay, so Oldsmobile Starfire. Now how about this one? Also, car number 2 also laying on its head. This one is totally shot full of bullet holes. It also looks 60s or 70s to me. Oh, this one's got some upholstery left in it. You can actually see a little bit of the dashboard. Oh, wow, blue. Look at that. Fancy. Oh, it looks like had a little radio in there. White steering wheel, seat belts. So doesn't that date it to a certain era? They only had to put seat belts in cars after a certain year. So that meddlesome Ralph Nader. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at the cars.
We're listening to your expert
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Well, I figured out what that one there was. Now I'm on to number 2. It looks to me like the same. Yeah, this says Oldsmobile too. So maybe this was also a Starfire. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Because it has that same kind of trim, you know? One more car over here. We'll just look quick. But this looks really neat. Look at this. I mean, this was like a... Well, you have to imagine it being right side up. It almost looks like it was an SUV or a station wagon. My bad, they didn't have SUVs back then. It was a station wagon. Bright red station wagon with real nice shiny chrome handles. Fancy radio. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Red upholstery throughout. Look at it. It was probably really nice. Somebody changed the filter. Oh, look at the detail on the upholstery. Even those little metal studs. That's pretty fancy. Oh, and then it even had a switch, an electronic mirror, so you could adjust the, I guess, the side mirrors. Isn't that what that is? Oh, wow. I don't think the wiring's good anymore. Oh, but it was just cables that pulled it. Look at that. It's not even electrical. It's just steel cable that like literally pulled the mirrors around. Oh, maybe that's how it's still done. What do I know? White trim. Very fancy. Nice. Okay, I think it said something on the back. Why beat around the bush, so to speak. It was a... What's upside down? What did that say? Century Esquire? Is that what, oh, Country Esquire. Oh, yeah. I feel like I've heard of a country, oh, yeah, Country Squire, not Esquire. Country Squire. I have heard of a Country Squire. This was a Buick. I feel bad. Is it a Buick Country Squire? Was it an Oldsmobile? Certainly American made. Oh, wow, look at this. So I'm guessing at one point there was like something inside here. So it was like a protector that hid your key or kept it from getting moisture in it. But when you flip it open, look what it says in there. No, I can't read. The writing is all squirrely. Fohoco? Huh. Look at the size of the friggin' taillights. Wow. Man, I bet this trunk was huge too. Well, no, it's a station wagon, so I guess it's a tailgate, not a trunk. I'm not even a car person, but for some reason I kind of find it fun, like solving a puzzle to try to figure out what these old cars were. So I feel quite proud of myself. Somebody will let me know in the comments how wrong I am. I have no doubt about that. That's pretty cool, huh?
It was. A bit hair-raising getting up to the top though.
Yes, definitely a bit.
I had to leave Stephen behind. He's got a fear of heights.
Oh, so you're afraid of heights and spiders?
Yeah.
And snakes.
I got up there, but...
well, that was sketchy, man.
I reached my breaking point.
Yeah.
His knees buckled and he went, I can't go any further.
Well, and also,
take
like,
the
you
camera.
weigh more, you know what I mean? Like, it's just smart. So I'd say he's the brains of the operation right here.
Not like us stupid.
No, not
kids.
like us, exactly. All right, great explorer. Now we're going to cruise on and find some place to camp. Made myself a nice, hot, steaming mug of bone broth to warm me up after all that exploring. Well, guys, I enjoyed exploring with you. Did you like this place?
Oh, we
love
thought it
this
was
place.
amazing.
Well, check out their channel for their take on the video, because it's always interesting to see like how two different people's perspectives show it. And if you're interested in like actually what you were looking at, he probably has way more information in their video that makes sense. So anyway, I look forward to exploring with you two again.
And you.
We do too.
Aww. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.